Hey, hello and welcome. My name is Miss Tina and you are watching Squaziland, the occasional dose of my reviews, reactions and opinions. And today I am gladly reacting to the latest chapter of One Piece. All I know about this chapter is that there is going to be a break after that, but it was kind of obvious, so I'm not really mad or anything like that. I don't know if it's the last chapter of the year, or I think we possibly might get one more chapter around Christmas time, it seems. So oh, that will be something special, right? I'm really looking forward to it, and it might also mean that maybe the spoilers for the next chapters, the New Year's chapter, so to speak, will come out early too, maybe in December. But before that, thank you very much for all the comments, subscriptions, and also the likes. I really do appreciate them, and yeah, thank you. Now, let's see what this chapter is all about. Is it the end of the Kuma flashback, or are we still ongoing? And what's with Kuma in the East Blue? Will Dragon tell him something about his son, or did he just know about it? There were many things I haven't noticed actually about the last chapter, just until everything loads. So I haven't noticed a few things like Kuma's flag and sail. It was of the drawing. I didn't notice that actually when I was reading. I was so immersed into the story and I actually failed to notice that. And also, I have recently watched Thriller back once again, and I noticed that Kuma knew about Luffy being Dragon's son, and at that time, and still I was speculating that he knew it because soldiers and some of the Navy soldiers actually knew about that. So since Garp actually accidentally told everyone, it was kind of an open secret, so to speak. So Shichibukai knowing about that wasn't such a huge deal back then. But now there might be something more to it. Or, it could be just we entirely skip everything in East Blue and we head straight to the present. I don't know. I really have no clue about this chapter, so I'm really very, very excited about it. Okay, we can see a cover page, or, from the Weekly Jump. Oh, I really love Nami. Her outfit is always so cool, and yeah, skiing, skateboarding, of course, Luffy with the skateboard. Winter, it has its perks, right? I have seen snow. It snowed yesterday, and it was the first snow in our region, and I was like, finally. When I was a kid, there were so many snow days. Ooh, color spread with all the Vegapunks. So this chapter might be about the Vegapunks too. Huh. And okay, there's the giant robot and all the Vegapunks, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some people mentioned that since Vegapunk said that he wants actually 5 more assistants, that Shaka might not actually be part of himself. I don't know. I mean, he might be something special or something else. I'm really curious about him, Shaka. If Shaka could be rebuilt. I think most of them can be rebuilt since Vegapunk developed, the technology to build robots, and even Kumas and pacifistas too. So I don't think it's a far-fetched idea that we actually see some of the characters back and they are not actually dead, so to speak. Alright, it's a nice color spread with Vegapunk. Okay, 3 years ago, Mount Kolubu, Kingdom of Goa, is blue. Gum Gum and Kuma watches as Luffy is gum-gumming, and chapter 1101. Lots of ones here. Dear Bonney. It seems like maybe it will be Kuma's last letter, and that letter will be a goodbye letter maybe, and then Bonney realizes that something is up, and etc, etc. But let's not get ahead of myself, yeah? Or am I spoiling the fun? And Luffy is really like, axe, okay, and everyone is scared, and okay, Kuma is like, dragon. Okay. Some flashback talk within the flashback. You seem familiar with this island. Not only that, but when I went to stretch my legs earlier, I found a remote village on the outskirts. There was a young boy. There was a young boy there. Okay. If you keep talking about this, you may as well kill me yourself. What? Okay. What's that? What? I saw a young boy, and if you keep talking about this, you may as well kill me yourself. He doesn't want to talk about. What do you mean? Yeah. A child is their parents' weak spot. Oh. Okay, and this is when Kuma realized that, okay, so that's it. I'm sorry, I'll forget what I saw. And then, okay, so he knew that Luffy might be Dragon's son, okay? You know, Dragon is like, yeah, you may as well kill me yourself. Whoa. I still don't get it. It's kind of weird. I mean, okay, I understand his sentiment because Luffy's still not, on his way to become a pirate. He's still not a pirate. He's on his way, but he hasn't set out on the sea and everything. And he's like, you know what? I don't want to have to do with this. But I don't know. So Dragon is like, okay, I help Luffy. If he needs some help, he needs blue, like, getting out of lockdown. But that's as far as I go, and he can do whatever the hell he wants. And everyone can know his secret identity after that he's his father, Dragon, I mean. But before that, Luffy is like something he can be threatened with. But why is Luffy a weak spot? What an awesome finishing move. I'll save it for when I'm up against a super strong enemy. Yeah, Luffy is thinking about his attacks. Luffy is very carefree and he invents his own attacks on the spot. Sorry for going out in and out from the chapter, but it's really intriguing because there's a live action comment on that Luffy can come up with attacks on the spot, or the pinwheel attack. He saw a pinwheel. I can use that. He really thinks about his attacks. So he didn't just set out to the sea without any fighting knowledge or without any idea how his own powers work. He just, rarely uses it, or he uses it at times when everything else fails. See for yourself when, they came back after 2 years, and Gear Force was something Luffy used before, or tried, or trained for. And we haven't seen that up until Dressrosa. And there were 2 arcs before that, and of course a filler, but that's in the anime. But we were on Fishman Island without Gear Force. We were on Punk Hazard without Gear Force. So, he's saving up all his attacks, but he knows more of them. I just had to put it out there. So, after I set sail and get my crew. He seems really excited, but I got to be ready for when someone tries to take them away. I won't ever let that happen, but if anyone tries it, blam, I'll give him a gum axe to the face. That's not an axe, is it? Or yeah, from above, maybe, yeah. Pretty cool, right? And he's talking to himself. He seems pretty lonely, and Monkey D. Luffy, age 16. 1 year before he sets out. Don't worry, I don't eat wimps. Okay, he's talking to the animals, the alligator, crocodile, alligator, and the tiger, and they're like, oh, but why is it important? Okay, and there's a ring, so Kuma is, and he's like, what? Weird. What was that feeling just now? It gave me the chills. And he's like, who's there? And he seems, when Luffy turned this way, he almost seems like he's Ace. I bet there is still some tough opponents out there around here. I'm gonna whoop them all before I set sail. Why? Some pirates fled after raiding a nearby merchant ship. Your orders are to blow those lowlifes out of the water. Okay, this is the order of the world government. Why? They came out of nowhere. We need to get the wounded to the nearest hospital. Huh? Okay. Kuma, come in. What are you doing? I'll go ahead. I'll go on ahead with them. The rest of you should follow us as soon as you can. Thank you so much. We thought they weren't going to make it. Okay, so he's saving people. Kuma, respond immediately. And he's like, turn yourselves in. Wait, we didn't mean nothing by it. We'll give everything back. Everybody fork over all your loot. It ain't worth your lives. Or our lives. I really try to understand what's going on. And sorry, maybe it's just that I'm after work and I'm like, what's going on? But I can't seem to put these things together. What I understand from the beginning of the chapter, I do have to pause because I really trying to comprehend everything. So Kuma was there and he was watching Luffy for whatever reason. He was in the region and he was like, okay, this is Dragon's son. Okay, good. Why? What does he know about Dragon's son? Why is he interested and even then invested? That's an important question. And then we see that some pirates fled after raiding a nearby merchant ship. Your orders are to blow those lowlives out of the water. And Kuma goes there, okay, to the merchant ship. Okay, and they are like, we need to get to nearest scouts and etc. etc. So he first saves the people on the merchant ship, and then he goes to the pirate ship, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we are never going to do that again." Okay, sorry, I really did have to put it together. It seemed like today is really about me losing focus. Okay, the world is full of beauty, dear Bonney, of course, that can be captured in photos or picture books. I long to see your bright, smiling face as you experience such wonders for yourself. And you can see his dear smile. That's so sweet. Meanwhile, in the kingdom of Sorbet, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here? Is it here yet? And she's looking for the letters, of course. And how about now? Come on. She's waiting for it. I'm sure he's very busy with work. That or the news crews keep messing up. They aren't messing up, of course. But Daddy said he would write a whole bunch of letters. Now, dear. Letters have to go on a long track of their own, you know. One will turn up sooner or later, Bonney. You'll see. That's what Connie says. And Coo. Of course it is dropped, and of course she finds it. What have we here? A newspaper and another heartwarming letter. Put this in the church's mailbox. Yes, ma'am. Is it a letter? Nah, it's just a morning paper. Barney's like, This Alpha, of course, she's destroyed the letter. Another one? Yep. How many does this make? He's sending around 10 a month. So that's a fair few. How's he even finding so much to write about? To Bonney. And she's tearing it up. How mushy can you get? I wish she could see them. One last thing, Bonney. You are probably sick of me saying this, but I love you so much. I'll be sure to write again soon. Never reaching her. Kyokyo, let's spar. Again? Come on, Bonney. How about some Jenga instead? I said I want to fight. Okay. Bonney-chan, it's time for your medicine. And she's like... Alpha is like, what? What happened? Am I imagining things? I could have sworn Bonney was just huge right now. Okay, so she and they are keeping it a secret in front of her that she has an ability. Yuck. Does this medicine have to be this bitter? Okay. That just means it's working. As if this is just some horrid lemon-flavored placebo. Hey, Granny Connie, why are we hiding Bonney's abilities again? Kyogyo is asking the questions to be safe. You know what they say, a talented hawk hides its claws. Yeah, she knows something is up. I mean, she's a Queen Downager for a reason. Navy Science Division Lab 8. Amazing, Doctor. I can't believe you did it. Now, we have to lift the brain and the lab using island clouds. About half of what you see here is holographic. I had planned for Punk Hazard to be like this too, you know. I must admit, that cut suits you, okay? So he cut his brain. Pe. I feel light as a feather. Kuma, I heard you are going to lose your sense of individuality, says Stasi. I wonder which of us has the most checkered fate. The human that likes free will or the clone that doesn't? It is indeed very intriguing if you think about that. Knock it off, Stasi. You are just as human as the rest of us. What exactly should I expect when my personality is erased? Asks Kuma. I'll put it like this, says Vegapunk. You may already have a reputation for being totally obedient, but what would you do if you were asked to kill a child? What it means is you will lose not only your memories, but any empathy or humanity holding you back from fulfilling such a command. I'm really glad that he's explaining it like that. That being said, you should retain some degree of free will until the process is fully complete. That will give you roughly 1 more year. Another letter? I'll keep writing till I run out of time. Bonney deserves to know how I feel. I want to send her a whole lifetime's worth of love before this year is over. And of course Tassie is like, how sweet. Bonnie is almost 9 now. I wonder how big she has gotten. Do you think she has changed a lot? I don't know when you will get this letter, but happy birthday, Bonnie. I'm back at Vegapunk's lab. Things are busy around here. And of course they are celebrating at the church. Happy birthday, Bonnie. Congratulations. She's really happy with the giant pizza around it. Granny Connie made an extra special giant pizza for you. And she's like, woohoo! Thanks, I love it. So good. And when everyone is sleeping, it seems like she's looking for a letter. Nothing. I'm 9 now. You said you would write. And she's really, really sad about this. And so another half a year passed without a single letter reaching the church. Revolutionary Army HQ Baltigo. Kuma came to the rescue again? Yeah, it's just like all those other times. The revolutionary forces were on the ropes, then he swooped in to save us all in the last minute. After that, he left without saying a word, so he tries his best. If Kuma wishes not to be followed, we have to respect that. Kuma-san, I'm sure he has his reasons for keeping us in the dark. I'm all better. Bunny is losing her jewels. Look, the stones are completely gone. I can finally go outside. Not a chance, Bunny-chan. You must stay put, says Alpha. We have been told to keep you under close supervision until your 10th birthday. And she's like, you liar. Vegapunk said I would be fine after a year. And that was a year ago. And she's like, I forbid it. Alpha and the others are government intelligence agents, says Connie. They are like, what? Shh. They let it slip while they were getting drunk in town. Apparently your disease has been cured for a while now. Really? We must be missing something. Why would they keep a perfectly healthy young girl trapped inside for another 6 months? Also, I find it hard to believe that Kuma wouldn't send a single letter. Bonnie's like, yeah. I have already sorted everything out with Gyokyo and the others. Head for the port, Bonnie. Sail the seas and go find your father. She's so kind. Can I really do it? Gyokyo and the rest aren't your average fishermen. They are a strong pack of hooligans. I'm sure that pirates and the sea beasts will turn tail once they see them in action. They will be there for you to help you find Kuma. And I'm going back to the palace. Okay, and she's dressed like her. And Alpha is like, yeah, of course, I see, take care. So this is the outside world, Bonney says. There is so much dirt and grass. Look at the sky, there is the sun. Bonney is actually walking outside and they are like, wow, she's there on the sun, of course. It's a miracle. There really is a God. I never thought I would see the day. And everyone is happy. Bonney, over here! And they are waiting on a food-shaped ship. Gyogyo, tots, potato. Look, everyone, I'm really outside. And okay, they are finally seeing, where's Bonney? I just saw the Queen Dowager outside. What the hell is going on? It's me, Bonney, says the Queen. You lying old prune. Set sail. Okay, and we can see her fish kind of cross. Oh my god, the Jolly Roger too. And she's like, wow, we made the ship look like pizza for you. Okay, so it looks like a pizza. Sorry, I accidentally mistook it for something else. Okay, and Alpha is like, hold it right there. Alpha found us. You think you can get away from me? I'll beat you to within an inch of your life. Sorry, I couldn't read it. It was so minor. Enough of this charade. I'll keep you chained up day and night, and that'll make things much easier. She's flying towards us. Of course she's using the things. That's one of the 6 powers. I was ordered to eliminate any accomplices. Hey, Daddy, what did Nika look like? And she's trying to remember that. No one knows. And she's like, distorted future. Bonney! But they say his body was all rubbery, and there was no limit to what he could do in a fight. So Kuma knew that Luffy was okay. Okay. I see. Okay. So this is... Okay, I can see the connection here. I'm going to end the chapter and then I'm going to talk about that. So, yes. And Bonney is like using a big, strong arm, like, give me a Nika-ish future, what she imagines as a Nika. The government would soon receive word that their hostage Bonney escaped to find her father. Like Luffy and the others, her vessel would gain fame. It would go from a humble fishing boat to an infamous pirate ship in the new era. And break next week, obviously, a young girl heading for the future. It seems like next time we are still going to stay in the flashback, the final stages of Kuma's consciousness and them not meeting, and that's going to be sort of the tragedy of everything. But okay, so going back to this, Kuma knew much more about Nika that he let on earlier. So he knew that he was all rubbery and there was no limit to what he could do in a fight. And I think that maybe Bonney realized that at some point too, but Kuma realized that once he saw Luffy training, and this is the reason why he was watching Luffy, and this is the reason why he was like, I saw that boy, and he's like, and probably he told this Nika thing to Dragon as well, but he wasn't aware of this. And probably other people know about this Nika thing too. So it's not just an information only kept for Kuma, but it's an information that a few other people know, that that person has to be rubbery, can do anything that person imagines, and they are, or that person who holds that level of power will eventually, or can eventually become Nika. You know what? I'm really glad to read this chapter. I think it was a fine chapter. It was a good chapter. Indeed. there was no drama, but I think that maybe after a few weeks of heart-wrenching drama, it's really okay to take a few steps back. I mean, the last chapter wasn't that dramatic either, but it's like, okay, let's calm down for a bit. And I was fine with that. I'm really fine with that, actually. And what were your thoughts on this chapter? I'm really glad that Alpha got tricked. We knew that she would get tricked eventually. Did I miss anything here? I hope not. I tried to focus on this chapter. I was really trying to find everything that, okay, I hope I haven't missed any people here and there. And I have to mention one more thing before I leave, that the last panel of Bonney, she looks like a different person. And I kind of like that. I don't know why, but it's something new, something fresh. And I was saying that previously, during this year, during this whole Akkad Island arc, that how should I put it? Bonney gets so many various faces. Maybe it's due to the fact that, Oda was really blamed for making all the characters look like Nami or people related to Nami, so blue Nami, red Nami, whatever Nami. So I think that in Bonney's case, he used so many different angles, aspects, and I'm just amazed, and I'm really glad that he did that to her, that we can see her crying face. She's a child, she's an adult, she's Nika-like, she's everything like, and I kind of like that. And also there is one more thing that she imagined, that her future is like she has Nika-ish powers, but that sort of also makes her Nika-ish character too. Not Nika herself, but it gives me an idea that maybe Nika's powers can be spread to other devil fruits as well. I mean, as long as a devil fruit can make someone Nika, or make someone rubbery even. Am I onto something? Maybe Nika can actually, since Nika can attack and do things what Nika imagines and can imagine, there are boundless, endless possibilities for everything, right? I really, really enjoyed this chapter. I think it was very calm and cool at the same time. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much for staying with me, and if you have comments and if you like the chapter itself, please let me know in one way or another, and I hope to see you again soon. Until then, have a great December, and yeah, sorry, I just lost it and I couldn't finish it. It's really about getting late here. Then again, have a wonderful and nice day and week ahead of you. Bye.